Hey y'all, Frances here, and I've got a little bit different video today. I thought that I would try harvesting this yearbook that I got from the thrift store. If you've watched my past thrift hauls, I got a windfall of yearbooks. One day when I was shopping, they were like, I think four for $1, 4 books for $1, and they included these. So I went a little crazy. So let's get started here. I thought this would kind of be fun just to have some ephemera on standby. As you may have seen, this is a 1942 book. I kind of like this one because the pages aren't as glossy as most of the other ones that I picked up. Kind of like this, bigger pictures. Uh-oh, brittle pages, that was bad. This is why I have this guy over here. See how many pages I just sliced through. I like these too. I think I'm going to take that. See what's on the other side. I think definitely that side. I'm going to have lots of these. Now, looking at these, I'm wondering how these should be cut off, just in long strips, or maybe, you know, just like in a set of 3, or how should we do that? These don't have much of a border, so I'm not going to leave a border on these. It's really hard to cut things when you're having to remember to stay in frame. Okay, so that could be cute. Could also do like a group of 6, or let's just try a strip going up. I think that's enough. One thing that has kind of been holding me up on doing this project is that these have people's names by them. Now, I'm guessing that many of the people in these photographs would not care, but also I can't ask them. So what do you guys think of the names being displayed? I guess on this one it's not such a big deal because they're off to the side, so they don't need to be included. But other ones are, you know, the names are underneath the photos and things like that. These I think are good because, you know, other than the fact I'm showing them to you right now, you know, there are no names in sight. And then on top of that, we could do, since there's no border there, I'm going to cut this off. There. kind of like the ones that have the ladies in them. So maybe got a couple sets of 4 then. I'll put these off to the side. I'm obviously not going to get rid of that, but I don't need to keep doing that on camera, I think. It's kind of fun, a guy on a tree. I also have some dies over here. I've got this stamp die and then the kind of like slide photograph dies. I cut out some dies so that I would have them at the ready, just to kind of see if any of these would kind of work with them. Wasn't sure what color to use. Something like that would be nice. Or do we like this kind of off-white color better? I think I like the gray. So that's fun. I think I'm going to cut him out. Scooch these off. I am going to leave a bit of a border so that that stamp has something to grab onto. Let's see, what did I do with that? Is this the right one? I don't think this is the right one. I think the other one I had was bigger. Maybe not. I had these all organized nice and neat, and now I have jumbled them all up together. These are the same size. Okay. Let me grab, actually before I grab glue, let me cut this down a little bit more because it's sticking out around the edges. Okay, what kind of glue should I use? Maybe a glue stick. Where is my gluing mat? Hang on just a sec. Okay, I have once again essentially painted myself into a corner because I wanted, when I redid my desk, I wanted to have lots of space. I didn't want so much stuff all around me that I couldn't move like I wanted to, and while I don't have as much stuff, you know, just kind of on here permanently, I've got a lot of stuff in general just for the project, so that's not ideal. Got a little bit down there that isn't covered, but that's all right. I like that. I feel like we need to do something else to him though. Let's see, I got my little box of scraps over here. Wondering if I could stamp on something or just do a little collage. These are just the little squares from the little like photo strip thingies. Thought those would work pretty well. I don't know if I like that color. That's pretty shiny. Also just got a kind of black and white print. And then I wonder about, got my little peg stamps here. This is going to take an eternity to get apart. One sec. Okay, so I have my stamp ready here, and this is where I kind of start to second guess myself, because I don't really know if this, like, okay, I played with it a little bit while the camera was off. I was thinking about this. This is too big. Something like that. I think I'm going to staple this. Got some different color staples. Let me see what's in my stapler real quick. Just had plain old silver staples in there. How boring is that? I've got some copper staples in here now. Do we like this? I'm missing something. I'm missing something somewhere else. Somebody please tell me what exactly I'm missing, because I don't know what it is. I'll come over here, do another staple to attach it. And why not do another one up here? Because, you know, overkill. Okay. That's too many staples. Too many staples. It's fine. I need to figure out what to do up here. We're going to put this one aside and we're going to keep going. I like her. Do we have a frame for her? We do. She's going to get her own frame. And I've also got these little kind of like Polaroid frames as well. Also, let me grab one other thing. Well, that was an adventure. I managed to completely destroy everything around me while I was looking for something that wouldn't work. I was trying to find the frames that I had got from Temu the other day, but they were way too big. In the interim, I ended up coming across some other dies that I have die cuts that I had previously done. I think this might be what this needs, maybe some texture up here. So I'm going to tear this, then we'll come back to our lady over here in just a sec. Tear that off. I think that would be good there. And then I came across these little labels. I think they're just Tim Holtz labels. Just kind of thinking something blank. But of course, these aren't my blank labels. So as opposed to going back and potentially knocking everything down again, I'm going to get the words that I found. I was kind of thinking for him, inspire would be good, but I think I want the black. And I'm going to get my stapler here. I think this is going to need to be glued as well. There we go. Need to glue this too because that's going to drive me crazy. There, that's better. Now, let's go back to our lady. I think, do we want the frame or do we want the stamp? Let me see, what else do I have over here? I've got that. Doesn't really pop out very well. Let's see. I think today was not the day for filming for me because my phone is acting weird. I'm not even totally sure that this is recording because it doesn't have the numbers up on the screen. Whatever, we're just gonna go with it and see what happens. I found a few things for this lady. I'm gonna get her cut out here. Did we decide on this one? Or do we want to try the Polaroid? I do have a gray Polaroid also. I think on this I like this off-white colored one better. But the problem is the paper is very transparent, which I guess doesn't super matter. Yep, we're just gonna go with it. Intrusive thoughts are all around me today. We're just gonna do it because it's just paper and everything is gonna be fine. You don't learn until you try it. And if you hadn't noticed, I'm very much still in the early stages of actually trying things. In terms of collecting, I am like fantastic. I've got a room full of many, many different crafty things. And if that could just be a job, it would be great. However, that's not what we're doing here. We're learning. We're not going to say mean things to ourselves because there's no point in that, because this is cute. I'm going to trim her out. trim her out poorly, apparently. Okay. Cute. Now, I thought that it would be nice to have a little label down here. I've got this 12, but I think that may be too much brown because or that vintage color. I've also got some of this cheesecloth here that I've dyed. That could go underneath. What else do we need? Oh, I got this little label for the top. So let's get this glued down. I think I'm going to need something a little better than a glue stick for that. Wow, that's not going to come out. Okay. Plan B. We will just take the lid off. We've got craft stick right here because of course we dumped out too much. I'll let this dry for just a sec and I'll be right back. Okay, that is dry enough. Gave me enough time to fix my glue up a little bit. Trim that, and then I'm kind of gonna pull the edges a little bit here. That needs a smidge of glue. Okay, and then I think I'm just going to glue this on top of there. If I wasn't already in chaos mode, I would try to sew this. However, my sewing experience is limited to 2 times in my life. One time my mom ended up taking over when I was like, I don't know, 17, 18, 19, something like that. And the other time was when I first got my sewing machine specifically for paper sewing. It just kept jamming, and I've been too frustrated to try it again. But soon, because I'm assuming there are probably other people that don't know what they're doing, and maybe we can learn together. I've got a full dedicated station set up for it, so I have no excuse except to do it. This little tab here is a digital. Purchased it off of Etsy. Kind of like these because they look pre-inked, and I'm still forgetting to ink things before I use them. There she is, and I kind of thought maybe she needed some kind of texture. I don't know, can we get a couple layers off of this, or is it just going to be a nightmare? Maybe we don't have to do a bow. Maybe we can just do a knot. Something like that. I feel like it maybe needs a little bit more. But also, if this is going in something, it's already a little bulky with this. We don't really need it up top as well. I'm going to call this little half knot thing good. This is just art glitter glue that I've got in my little bottle over here. What do we think? Is she cute? Is she overdone, underdone? I feel like it maybe on the sides I need something, but I'm just going to leave it. We're going to put her up here with our other guy, and we're going to see what else we can find. Oh, that's kind of fun how they've already got the border on there. You know, now that I'm looking at this again, maybe the fact that they've got these little brown strips down here, I could kind of use I guess maybe it should have gone under here if I was going to do it. Nope, we're not going to do it. We're not going to keep second guessing ourselves. We're just going to keep going. These I thought would be kind of fun to use like as the front of a postcard. It would be fun to use. Could definitely end up using these guys in something. Oh, look at them. Super cute. The edge of it's chopped off, but can figure something out. I think this might be the little guy inside of my head that keeps screaming at me to do things differently. Got a swim team. Oh, we've got some gymnastics. Excuse me, it's a dance club, not gymnastics. This guy's going on something. Ladies all in their pretty dresses. I'm wearing my husband's shirt today because it's too cold not to have something on, but it's too warm to have something like a hoodie on. It's kind of in the way. These are kind of fun textures for a background. Wow. Censoring themselves, it must have been risque for a yearbook. Can't imagine why you would put it in there if you would need to censor it, but 1942, right? Most popular. Oh no, these need censored. Not a fan of that. Most decorative. These I feel like need to go into something. I just need to figure out what. Love that. Most typical? What does that mean? That doesn't sound very nice. Ooh, we've got some ads back here. This is going to need to be scanned. Look at that. Slacks $8.98 for college sportswear. Also going to need to be scanned. That's a pretty picture. Well, maybe not a typical harvesting video because we didn't tear a whole lot out, but I feel like it would be a lot of the same that we would keep tearing out, so I didn't want to get too repetitive. However, I'm pretty happy with these. I think they're cute. I would love to know what you guys would have done differently with these, because as you can tell, I've got a lot to work with here. And can mix it up a little bit. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway, and I could cut a bunch of these out and kind of distribute them up a little bit, send them out to some followers. I think that's probably going to be coming pretty soon because guess what? I've got another Temu haul coming, and hopefully you'll stick around to see it. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to be here, but I've got some work that's going to be done on my room because when they were redoing the drywall last time, it didn't work out great. So they're coming back to redo some of it. I'm not sure exactly when or how long it's going to take them, but as soon as I get that new haul in, I'm going to do a video where I'm just going to put it all away because I've been trying to decide how am I going to show people how I put things away, like specifically. So I'm just going to let you watch me put it away. So 2 birds with 1 stone there. So that's coming up pretty soon. I've got a few other things that I'm working on, kind of. I'm hoping that they'll come to fruition soon. This was a big one that's been on my mind for a while, so I'd love to know your thoughts on it. I'd also like to know what you think about having the names in there. This one not specifically, but some other ones, they've got the names like underneath the pictures or kind of between the pictures. Let me see if I can find something quickly. Yes, these. Like these have the names underneath them. And this is like some kind of military yearbook. I don't know if they call it a yearbook. It's a yearbook. I don't know that it matters, but I don't know. I would just like to know what y'all think of it. See what you would have done differently. Maybe I can do another video where I give these another go. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.